What's up, YouTube? It's the Action Figure Grader coming back to you with another video, a non-Star Wars video for once. And before I begin, let me say thank you to my Patreon supporters. Your support allows me to make more and better videos. And I won something. It's very rare. I cannot remember a time when I've won anything in a contest. But about 2 weeks ago, I did win a couple of really beautiful Venom comics. And I want to say thank you so much to the two sponsors of the contest. The first one is KRS Comics, krscomics.com. I'm going to put their logo here for you. They are a comic seller, and they ran a contest with another website called CovrPrice. And the two of them gave away Venom number 34, a set of comics for Venom number 34, and I was the lucky winner. I entered the contest on a whim. CovrPrice covers the comic industry. It allows you to kind of track prices and everything. It's a great website if you've never been on there. And KRS, they are a comic retailer online, and they usually have very exclusive covers, like cover variants and things like that, that are not just the standard covers. And here are the two that I won. The first one is this one. This is Venom number 34 with Venom and the good guys on the cover, symbiotes and non-symbiotes against the unstoppable Knull. This is the second to last issue of the Eddie Brock saga for Venom. And for those of you who don't follow Venom, it's been a really good run. I think it's been going on since 2018. So it's been a long run, but Venom number 35, and in the legacy numbering system, it's going to be Venom number 200. So that's going to be coming out very shortly, and will signify the end of the Eddie Brock run for this Venom story. And this is the first one I won. It's a beautiful comic. It's got Venom on the cover there. It's a sideways comic, and which makes it even cooler. The art is by Mayhew. For those of you that collect comics, you know him very well. He's a very well-known artist. But this is one of the more exclusive covers. But there's a bunch of different cover art for Venom number 34. This is the second to last issue, so there's a lot going on in it. I read the synopsis online, and I couldn't even keep up with it. It was just crazy. So I'm going to be running down here in the corner a slideshow of all the different covers that I found. I'm sure I'm missing some with the Venom 34 cover variants. But this is the one that I won from CovrPrice and KRS. Issue number 34, and then the other one that I won is this one. This is the mega one. This is awesome. So the two of these were given away to me, and I could not believe I won it. This shows the bad guys. We've got Knull and some anti-Venoms, and just all the kind of the bad guys that are part of the King in Black storyline. This is the Virgin cover variant, and so you can kind of see that the two of these go together. Good guys versus the bad guys. This Virgin variant is limited to 1,000 printed copies. So this is one of 1,000. A really amazing item. And that cover is just sick. I love it. I love it. It's just an awesome item. So I want to say thank you, a massive thank you to KRS and to CovrPrice. And I'll be curious to say, I might actually send these to get graded. There's one little spine tick that's non-color breaking right here. And one little tiny one right there. So I think with a pressing, this would come out. But, given that this is one of 1,000, I would love to get this one graded. But really, really cool. And I want to say thanks again to those guys. I would definitely check out coverprice.com and KRS. Now, as part of that same storyline, I've got two other earlier issues that were in that storyline. And they're kind of related to it. And so this one is the free comic book day from 2020, 5/2020. And this is actually a Spiderman comic. You can see where it says free comic book day. And it's got kind of a cool cover there with Venom on the cover and Spider-Man. And this one was graded 9.8 by CGC. Now, the reason I got the two of these is that they're kind of related. The first full appearance of Virus was supposed to be the very first full appearance of Virus, but because of the delay related to the virus, which I will not mention because it gets flagged by YouTube, it was delayed in shipping. So you can see what it says there on the label, and it was delayed due to the virus shipping delay. So what was intended to be the very first comic book appearance of Virus, which is, I don't want to spoil it, but it ends up being a nothing burger and is actually another character that's already been introduced disguised as Virus. And so I guess the comic book community really played these up. They really kind of invested in, speculated in these, so to speak, and they bought, lots of speculators bought these and got these graded because they thought they were going to shoot up in value. Well, once the storyline played out, everyone realized it was kind of a bait and switch type thing where it was an existing character. Again, I don't want to spoil it, but so these comics flatlined and they went to zero. And I got this for basically grading costs, just what it would cost to actually grade the comic. And so that was a great deal. And I was just like, well, it's kind of an interesting story to have this on the label because we probably will never have any other graded comics that have this on the label. And I just thought it'd be kind of a cool piece of history. And I've got a lot of old Spider-Man and Venom comics in my collection from when I was a kid that are in rough shape, obviously, but I really liked Venom growing up. So now this is the other one that's part of that. This is actually part of that same series for the giveaway. This is issue 26. The ones I just won are issue 34. So this came out in September of 2020. It's also got a 9.8 grade. And then this is labeled as the first distributed appearance of Virus. So it was intended to be the second appearance, but because of the delay due to the pandemic, this ends up being the first issue that had the Virus character or the Virus story related to it. And this is one of the more exclusive covers. This is the Unknown Comics edition. Tyler Kirkham, who's a very well-known artist within the Venom world and elsewhere. It's an awesome cover. And again, I got this one for basically grading value. So these are not very expensive. They basically flatlined because of the poor story arc as it relates to Virus. But I just thought it was kind of a cool piece of history to get a graded comic that had this on the label, on the actual CGC label, as it relates to what we went through last year. So, so that's that. And so I just thought we'd show those since I won these awesome comics. And so again, this is we saw issue 27, and this is issue 34 with two different covers. One of them, one of 1,000, that was kindly sent to me by CovrPrice and KRS Comics. So for those of you that collect comics, make sure to check them out. I'm kind of into comics these days. I'm just so sick of the turnaround times with action figures at the grading companies. AFA has basically said it's an 8 or 9 month turnaround. UKG, which I don't use obviously since they're in the UK, they have basically stopped taking all submissions for 3 or 4 months. And then CAS is basically double what their time frame is. So for those of you who are looking for 30 to 60 day turnaround, make it more like 120. Okay, everyone's just really full of submissions right now. Everyone's submitting stuff to get graded. So as a result, I think now is a good time to take a break. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for future content. I really appreciate y'all watching, and I'll be back soon.